The Diablo 2 Early Access Beta was amazing. This game came in with amazing new artwork, amazing visuals, the spells looked great, the monsters were just jaw-dropping. I literally was like, whoa, when I saw the Scarab Beetle in Act 2. I could not believe how amazing some of the item artwork was, you know, the little inventory artwork, as well as the actual character artwork. The spells were all incredible. The game overall is fantastic, and I can't hype it up enough because this is probably the game I'm looking forward to the most right now because of how amazing the game looks. I can't wait to get into it because when I first played this game as a kid, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I couldn't follow the storyline. Now that I'm older and I have a little bit more experience, you know, with video games, I cannot wait to just dive into Diablo 2, do the things I wasn't able to do when I was younger, and just really enjoy it. And I'm sure a lot of you probably feel the same way, and I'm sure there's a ton of you who also have never played Diablo 2 Resurrected or Diablo 2 in general and are super excited about this new fun action RPG game where you're just hack and slashing, you can party with people. There's depth you can see with the skill trees and the rune words, with the Heraldric Cube and crafting things. You can see that there is a lot of fun on the surface, but a ton of depth below the surface. And that's what really excites me about Diablo 2 is that, you know, how far does the rabbit hole go? Well, pretty far. I mean, you can go up to level 99. You know, you've got normal, nightmare, and hell mode to explore. It's just so awesome. And so, with all that said, guys, as you can tell, we are going to do a review of the early access beta, and as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about it. I thought it was a great game. Now, I usually make World of Warcraft videos, but today we're going to talk about Diablo 2. And Diablo 2 basically really blew me away. You know, I think one of the things, you know, if we're going to be switching gears and talking a little bit critical of Diablo 2, I was actually really surprised at how intensive it was on the computer. My hardware is pretty good, but the game actually stuttered quite a bit during Act 2. Like, Act 2 was pretty tough on my computer for some reason. It might have actually just been BattleNet in some instances, because I noticed literally, you know, depending on when I was playing, the stuttering would be either better or worse. I noticed, you know, opening the inventory or character screens would exacerbate or make worse the problem in some cases. Just some things I noticed, but oh my gosh, like some of the quality of life improvements they've made. You know, I talk about this in my other review, but this is my final review. I have to say they're just incredible. I love the summarized stats. If you hit the character screen, there's an arrow that you can click that pops out. It shows you your summarized stats, like your like your increased attack speed, your hit recovery, things like that. All really cool. Also detailed, you know, tooltips on which mercenary you're going to hire. I thought that was incredible. I mean, that just really helps you decide which mercenary you want to hire, the auras you want. It really felt good. It almost felt like Diablo 3, but, you know, Diablo 2.5, right? Or something like that. Really good. So I'm really impressed with all of that stuff. Now for the secret stuff, I don't know if I told you this, that I was going to talk about this, but I was able to play as Necromancer and Assassin as well during the early access beta. You're not supposed to do this. You're not, you know, so I don't know. I'm showing you guys some gameplay of that, but you know, now that it's over, I feel like it's okay for me to talk about it, right? You know, if you edit the game files, you could have played as the Necromancer or the Assassin. They were really buggy, so I don't think it was worth it. So if you didn't do it, you didn't miss out. You probably could do it at the next open beta, but I wouldn't recommend it. You know, you never know if Blizzard might ban you for something like that. I was playing by myself, so hopefully they don't ban me for it. I didn't join any multiplayer games and show off that I was playing as a Necromancer or Assassin, but one of the bugs I noticed with the Necromancer, and this is probably just because they never intended for you to be able to play it, but the curses didn't work. You could cast a curse on a monster and it just wouldn't appear on them. Again, this is probably not like Blizzard's fault. This is probably just the fact that we weren't supposed to play as Necromancer or Assassin. But otherwise, felt great, looked great. You know, I love the whole feel of playing, you know, a Necromancer. Like, I think the sort of fantasy there is just so fun. The play style, though, personally is a bit slow for me, so you know, might not be my first character just because, you know, it's a bit slow waiting for your summons to kill stuff. That's just me personally, but I totally love the idea of having like a ton of skeletons fighting for you and resurrected minions. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's really, like, I'm just so excited about Diablo 2. I think it's such a great game. I can't wait to play it. I'm probably going to play single player because, as you guys all know, drops are shared, meaning like if something drops from a monster that you guys killed in a party, like whoever picks it up first gets it. There's no rolling like there is in WoW. There's no, loot distribution. Obviously, hopefully, if it's like a sorceress amulet and the guy who picked it up's a barbarian, you'd hope that he'd give it to the sorceress, right? But it's the internet. You never know what'll happen. So, overall, I think Diablo 2, I'm really excited for it. We were really disappointed with some of the other remasters. Like StarCraft 2 remaster was kind of a flop, and the main reason for that is there was just a lot of features that they promised that they didn't follow through with. Ultimately, there was a lot of them taken away basically from the original. They promised a matchmaker, which I was probably the most excited for. They only released a 1v1 matchmaker. There was no 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4 matchmaker, which was promised with the StarCraft remaster. And then we had the Warcraft 3 remaster, which was, borderline false advertising with the fact that, how the cinematics looked, the gameplay looked, just did not match what they were advertising. Features were taken away once again. The old Warcraft 3 became unplayable. I could go through and, tell you guys how bad the launches were, but overall, they weren't super great. And then if we look at, this new Diablo 2 remaster, it's already looking really great in my opinion. I'm a little concerned with the timeline. I was hoping that the beta we'd be able to play more, have more, more acts, more classes. Would have been nice. There's definitely a lot of bugs too, like things disappearing, a little bit of non-responsiveness if you were like trying to identify items or moving them, or going too fast, from one thing to the next. The game wouldn't respond too well. Also, whenever you like opened or closed certain windows, like your inventory or your character sheet, your mouse would like jump around, like it would move to the left if you opened up your inventory, right? Because it took over some of that space. It wasn't supposed to do that, if I remember correctly. Like your mouse shouldn't pop around like that. But, of course, it is still open beta, and, hopefully they address some of these bugs. There was also a survey. Of course, if you played, there was an optional survey at the end every time you tried to exit the game. That survey, they were like, it was super confidential. They're like, you must not share your answers to this survey under any circumstances. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the survey, but there was a survey. I'm sure if you guys played it, you guys took it, and there's no secret there. But overall, I'm really excited. I think Vicarious Visions has me excited about Blizzard, guys. Honestly, if I tell you the truth, like I've been kind of worried about Blizzard lately. It's my favorite game company. I've been playing their games for as long as I can remember. They're the only game company I truly really enjoy. I really like Valve as well, but Blizzard is my number one. Kind of been worried about them lately. A lot of their games haven't been super great lately. They've made modifications. They've kind of upset their following for years and years. I think that following is shrinking over time. I think that Diablo 2 Resurrected might be the one game that is done right, and it might just be because it's not Blizzard. It might be because it's being developed by Vicarious Visions. And I heard that one of the co-CEOs of Blizzard is now a Vicarious Visions person, so this might be a new age for Blizzard. Hopefully we see quality come back to Blizzard games. We start seeing things released when they're done, not when it will make the most profit. Hopefully we start seeing gameplay first once again. I'm really excited about the future, honestly. I'm really excited about Diablo 2 Resurrected. It is a really fun game. I hope you guys get a chance to play at the open beta coming up, I believe, next weekend. Depending on when you see this, of course. I believe it's August 20th till the 24th. So enjoy the open beta, guys. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully there's more available during the open beta than there was during the closed beta. If you guys want more Diablo 2 content, don't forget to subscribe. If you like my message, don't forget to give this video a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.